Okay, calls meeting to order. Steve is out sick tonight, so I will be officiating this meeting. I'd like to make some announcements. The first announcement I'd like to make on the security system for highway.
Okay, we have the guys here that gave us a quote for a security system, and they are here to give a presentation. I don't remember your names.
Peter and John.
Peter and Jonathan. It's been crazy. I'm sorry.
Of JS Adams Security Systems.
Right. Okay, so what we quoted for the highway department was an alarm system and a camera system.
Right.
And the alarm system was to have a controller keypad as you enter. This is the actual keypads we use.
Okay.
You had 2 door switches, entry doors,
Right.
outside. 3 motion detectors, entry, office, and workshop. 1 heat detector in the workshop, which is a fixed heat at 135 degrees.
Okay.
A water and low temperature detector in the boiler room.
Okay.
A siren, of course.
Right.
And let's see, that was it.
Is the siren on the outside or inside?
We put it on the inside.
Okay.
You can go on the outside.
One of that may, once again, like in the Lincoln area, we can't put sirens on the outside of the building,
Okay.
so it depends on if you have ordinances that allow it or not.
I just didn't want it to disturb the neighbors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you want, it might be now.
You want to disturb anyone getting in the room, and that's
Right.
very loud.
Yeah, okay.
So it's a pretty simple system, and it has capacity to be added to.
Okay.
You know, we talked about when you finish the vehicle barn,
Right.
that we might have
Additional heat
heat
detectors.
detectors in there,
Right.
have to do that and all
The
that.
camera. Yeah.
Now, the camera system was an IP system which is accessible over the internet.
Right.
And we're pretty much only doing IP now, not analog cameras, which was traditional.
IP is internet protocol. It's a megapixel camera as opposed to an analog camera. Analog being the antiquated equipment of yesterday. And basically what they say is the best quality analog is worse than the worst quality megapixel.
Okay.
So that gives you an idea of the quality of the picture.
Which is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had, as we looked at this review, for 3 weatherproof bullet cameras on the outside of the building.
Right.
Look at the gate and the sheds
Right.
across the way. And we needed 2 to look at the whole area, plus 1 to look at the gate.
Right.
And then 2 interior cameras, 1 in the office lobby and 1 in the workshop.
Right.
And basically the quote is the materials and the Cat5 wire and $40 installation.
Okay.
Pretty straightforward system, and you'll get extremely clear pictures.
They do have IR for some nighttime vision up to a certain distance, so you'll get rid of the viewability.
Okay.
And
So
there'll
you'll
be
get
a
critters.
NVR, which is a network video recorder, in the office.
Okay.
And we can hook that up to whatever you have for a monitor, so you can view it right there.
Okay.
Larry, if we end up doing this, would you want the monitor, the unit locked up in a box?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, we can get lock boxes that can be bolted to a surface.
So how much more would that be?
They're like $140 or so, they're not cheap. They have to have a fan in them, so that they.
Right.
And it's a vented system.
Okay.
But yeah, we could find a location for it here to bolt it down.
Okay.
Of course,
Didn't we talk about putting a deadbolt on that door going into the office as well? Didn't we talk about
I
that?
don't think so. I mean, it would be simple to do because we have an extra deadbolt around.
Yeah,
That's never been used.
because we certainly have that as well. It would prevent anybody credit carding their way into it or something
Right.
like that. But then again, I mean, anybody that's not supposed to be in there is going to be alarmed, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have any questions, Larry?
This is a one-time deal payment, it's all done and over with, right?
Yeah, I did just net
Okay.
completion, because I know it's hard for towns to get closets.
Well, there's a monitoring for the alarm system itself.
Right, it's a $20 a month monitoring fee. feet.
Okay, that's why I was asking.
And it will report over your phone
Okay.
line.
And that gets reported to the central monitoring company out of Manchester.
Oh, okay.
And so then they respond however you want it set up. For instance, if it's typically they call the premise first.
Right.
Premise goes first, and then they start calling whether if the heat detector goes off or smoke detector, they call the fire department.
Right.
Do you have a fire department?
That would be
Rubbing
Ruby.
hand.
Okay. Yep. All right. So then, and then if it's a Berg aspect, then they would call the police right off the bat.
Right.
Then they start calling down the call list where we have that set up.
Which will be good for select people. to
Yeah.
Start with, yeah.
This all happens within a few minutes after an alarm, so.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else?
Nothing, thank you.
And we do get reports for every alarm system that we have. We get reports every single morning. So if there's an event that's occurring over and over, and we see an issue with a situation or a specific motion, then that allows us to kind of step back, rethink the situation and what might have to be done.
Okay.
Motion detector might need to be moved or more time added to people that come in at a different door or something like that.
And the recording is looped over every 30 days?
Nope, it's, this is a 2 terabyte system.
2 terabyte.
So
Okay.
basically, there's 2 different ways you can set up a NVR or DVR, either by motion or continuous. If you set it with just continuous only, you come in on a Monday morning and something's transpired, something's occurred, you have 48 hours of viewing that you have to live through.
Right.
If you set up with the motion detection, then the camera actually records during a motion event, but also with continuous. It decreases the necessary disk space on the computer. Basically, it's just a computer recording over and over. So depending on the amount of motion and a couple different other things like frames per second, that determines on your overall recording time.
Right.
So we're looking at an 8-channel NVR with how many cameras? 4? 5. 5. So 5 cameras, you're going to get up to, depending on the frame rate, again, up to 6 weeks, possibly.
Okay.
And a lot of those variables can be changed.
One thing I would note that although the alarm equipment is pretty stable in pricing, the camera system updated the proposals for valid till the 28th. We're getting certain pricing until that date, and then it changes. So if you guys make a decision before that, it'll probably be pretty close anyway.
Without a few dollars. Okay, well, let us bring this to Steve, and
We'll see, review it, and then
yeah, then we can make a decision on that.
If he's got any questions,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, thank you guys very
Thank
much
you very
for
much.
coming out.
All right.
for the presentation.
nice to see you guys.
Drive safe.
You
Take
too.
care.
Thanks, guys.
The next order of business is the donation of the memorial tree. Now that Slaughter might talk about that.
Okay, we're having a tree donated for the common, which we can use it as a Christmas tree, but the basic thing is going to be a memorial tree. I will be meeting with the historical district on March 7th and include them in the location of the tree. And I will be checking with a couple of granite places to see if I can get a piece of granite donated. And then try to do some type of a fundraiser to raise money to buy a plaque to remember all the people that's passed in Dorchester. And then every year after that, whoever wants to be involved, I'd like to do a candle lighting to remember people.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Now, the list of candidates for elected office, I don't have the list in front of me.
I forgot that and I forgot the budget.
Okay.
Okay, Darlene, I may need your help here.
It's posted out on the board.
Okay. As select people, it's Kevin Vesey.
Correct.
I mean, yeah, Craig Vesey. Oh, I said Kevin. Craig Vesey, Margaret LeMay, and myself, Michael Woodard. And as treasurer, it's Eleanor
Miles.
Miles. What other positions is it?
Darlene.
clerk
Tax.
and tax collector Darlene.
Combo, yeah.
What are some of the other ones?
Planning board.
Okay, the planning board, we have Beth White,
She's also going for the
also to the
cemetery.
cemetery. Who else do we have?
Supervisor Johnson.
Oh, supervisor checklist. I don't know that lady's name.
Melissa Howard.
Okay. Melissa Howard.
And also fitting right into that, we need a new supervisor of the checklist too, by the way. If anybody's interested. And then we need three ballot clerks.
And I have,
If anybody's interested. Two? Two, okay.
And I can get away with 2 supervisors at the town election as long as myself and Sean are available,
Okay,
which we both currently are, so.
okay. So anybody interested, please let us know.
actually, we have them right here right now, which is John Potts
Okay.
and Liz.
John for ballot clerk?
Yeah,
Okay.
and Liz will be a ballot clerk. And Sean had told me Maria would probably be here to do it, so Liz would be a backup just in case one of them chose.
Maybe Maria can be a supervisor if they need another supervisor.
Could be.
I'm not supposed to be a supervisor because I'm deputy clerk.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
conflict.
Okay.
So the select board has to appoint these people.
Yes.
They have a meeting on Saturday morning at 10 a.m. I believe at the town office.
Yes.
So if you would like, you can go ahead and appoint these people tonight, where they can be involved in the meeting on Saturday.
Okay. Want to appoint them now?
Huh?
Appoint them now?
Yeah.
Okay. I make a motion to appoint the 2 ballot clerks.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. John
Potts
Potts
and Liz
Elizabeth Bolton.
and Liz Houghton
Holton and Maria Wick.
and Maria Wake.
Yeah. Unless she chooses to be the
Supervisor.
supervisor. Yeah.
That should be a second.
Okay.
Oh, that should be a second one?
Yeah.
Okay. My mess up.
A motion to appoint.
I make the motion to appoint John Potts as a ballot clerk.
Second it.
Any discussion?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion to appoint Liz Houghton as ballot clerk.
Second it?
All in favor?
Aye.
Discussion.
None?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 2 down.
2 down. Okay, with Maria possibly being a supervisor of the checklist, I'll make a motion that we appoint. Do we appoint her or does Sean?
Sean
The,
and
the supervisors. do
Okay.
that.
We're done.
We're done on that, okay. Move on to reviewing of the minutes. I haven't had time. Minutes from February 15th, I haven't had time to review yet.
Well,
I make a motion to move them to next meeting.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. I make a motion to review and accept the manifest.
I haven't seen the manifest.
Well, we gotta make a motion first.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, okay.
Looks good to me, Larry.
Now I got just one question. Now, these these that I believe are paid online and that they are just written in tonight.
Yeah, because
Will something be done about that to actually, so that it can actually be printed on the sheet?
she's supposed to be doing it. She was supposed to do it before tonight's meeting, but she didn't email it to me.
Okay.
So
We can have it all printed out, so having it this way.
Might have to send me another one. She sent it, but she didn't send it.
We'll just staple them together.
You know what I'm talking about, to your email? Okay.
Is it all signed?
Just pass it. There you go. That way she's
I
done.
need that to get to Artie.
Oh, okay, sorry about that.
Yes.
And I'm gonna assume two checks are in there.
They're in the envelope, and I thought-
And these other ones are all online, so
she said she was doing them online. She was gonna send over a new manifest, but she didn't send it over yet.
Okay.
We'll just have to re-sign out. The new one. Just staple those. That way, everything's covered.
Okay. Now we're gonna move on to the highways. We're gonna move on to the highway section. Evan, would you please come up to give your highway report?
The past 2 weeks, we have come in early or stayed late 6 times due to storm events and cleanups and stuff like that. With the warm weather we have, the roads are starting to get a little bit muddy, as people have noticed. Underneath it, there's still frost, there's a bottom to it, but we started this week just York raking a couple spots as needed, just trying to keep the ruts at a minimum. Fleet maintenance, we have spreader chains in for both of the big trucks. They just need to be installed. I'm waiting for the new guy Sam to start, 'cause the chains weigh about 200 pounds a piece, so we need an extra set of hands to put them in.
Yeah.
But that's something we can do right in-house. On February 20th, we dug the York rake out of the snowbank, cleaned it all off, and I did some welding on it on a couple of braces where that was broken. So that's up and running. We tried it out twice, and it seems to work fine.
Looks like we're gonna need it pretty quick.
Yeah, exactly. On the 21st, we dropped the Chevy Kodiak off at Curry's garage for rear brakes and the wiring issue with the headlights.
Yep.
I haven't heard anything back from them yet. I'm going to check in with them tomorrow, see how it's coming. And on that same day, we went over the backhoe, washed it and greased it. And this afternoon, I had Paul go out and go with it and clean up some drainage, put snow melt and push back snowbanks and stuff for visibility purposes. Other than that, that's pretty much it. We got 2 feet of snow in 3 days, so that kept us busy for a week or so.
A little bit, huh?
Yeah, but everything right now is still running. No breakdowns, so we're doing good.
Good, keep our fingers crossed.
Yeah.
And I checked on the grader, and this coming week, they're supposed to be back on, now that it's warmer, they're going to be back on that, getting that finally torn the rest of the way apart, so they can tell us what it will cost to fix the brakes in it.
Cool.
Now, should the roads be banned yet?
Today I met with, the guy's name was Wayne Burgess. He's a forester, and he wanted me to meet with him, but we're going to be cleaning out some house lots in Bickford Woods Road, and I talked to him about that. And next week, the temperature is supposed to drop,
Yeah.
so I would hold off on banning them yet, but it's something that we're going to be thinking about.
Keep an eye on it, keep an eye on it, yeah.
I know Piermont banned their roads this week,
Yeah.
so it's coming.
Yeah, it's gonna be getting close that time of year.
He is aware if he tears up that road, he's responsible to fix it, correct?
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's why one of the things we talked about, and I told him that whenever they get started, to have whoever's trucking, just to stay in touch with me and we'll figure it out. And I'll keep them up to date as to when roads are gonna be banned.
Okay.
We'll keep track of the weather and whether it's freezing up or not.
Yeah, exactly. As long as it stays cold overnight and most of the day, it won't affect the roads too much, but. And we went over where they're gonna be entering into Victor Woods Road, and they're all both existing roads into where he's cutting all.
So there's driveways there already.
Yep.
Okay. Now, we finally have the voicemail set up at Highway. Would you want to talk to them about that?
Yep, I haven't gotten into it yet, but I'm gonna be setting up a voicemail, and when we have storms coming in and things of that nature, I'll be leaving a message on there, so if you call and I don't pick up, it'll say what the plan is for the storm, you know, like what times I plan on going out, and that kind of thing.
So you'll also be doing that during the summertime too, if you're out doing a job, right?
Yeah, if I got big projects going on, like culverts, and what road the culvert's on, and what times it'll be closed or somewhat shut down. So that way people can call and know what's going on.
Okay. Thank you, Evan. Now, we're coming up with a mailbox policy, but we are going to hold off on that until we have the next meeting with Steve to get into that.
All right?
All right. Thank you, Evan.
Yep.
Now to move on to new business. Mike's going to discussion from Mike on the lawn care services.
I would like to make a motion that we put the lawn service out for bid.
I second it.
Any discussion?
Do you have anybody in mind? Or
No, I would like to run an ad, just
Yeah.
a general ad, and do closed bids on it.
Okay. Create specifications for the job first
Yeah.
before the ad goes in. And,
Right.
okay.
So I have to find the other contract where I can see exactly what they maintain before the ad is put in.
Okay. I second it.
Any discussion other than what we had?
No. No. That
All in
sounds
favor?
good. Aye.
Aye.
Okay, now we're going to move into public input. Anybody having anything that they want to say, or would you like to announce your candidacy?
Vote for me? No, I just had a quick question, of where the warrant articles are at. Have you guys had time to review them, or will they be at the next meeting?
I believe they're in Steve's possession at the moment.
Don't mind me asking, they've been uploaded to the DRA yet, kind of how things, is there an outline form? Just wondering if were there any petition ones or anything on there?
There's no petition one done,
No,
not that I'm aware of.
'cause I know with the budget stuff, everything was gonna try and stay the same, just any new plans,
Yeah,
any extra
actually-
for bridge or road, or,
You wanna?
for the bridge, like the reserve fund for bridges, any extra going into that? It's been on the back table for a while, but.
I think we discussed starting another fund for repairing paved roads to put, I believe it's
On the highway, I believe the highway fund.
yeah, for our roads, starting that out with 24,000. We will be able to apply for grants starting in March for the Providence Road project. But before we do any work on that road, we have to have it surveyed to make sure the bridge is not going on no one's property.
Now, for the special reserve funds for starting a new one, isn't there a cutoff?
I have to ask Steve that, I'm not for sure.
February or something, I could be very wrong on that, but I was reading something. I think
I'm not
it's
sure.
a form.
I'm not 100%, so I will feel safe answering that.
The 24,000 you just talked about,
Yeah,
that wasn't discussed at the budget
Yeah.
meeting. So where are you getting the 24,000 from?
Wasn't that gonna be moved from,
I'm not sure.
let's take this discussion whenever Steve's here. 'Cause I'm not for sure about everything myself. We had just talked about it. I don't think they've actually done a decision 100% made on that yet.
Where are you getting money from, you mean?
Yeah.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Is there any unanticipated revenue? Is that from the fund balance, or you have no idea?
I have no idea.
We don't know.
I mean, it may be scratched
I
until
don't know,
next year.
I should say.
Okay.
It may be scratched until next year.
Okay, because all that stuff has to go to DRA first.
Right.
Okay.
And all that stuff is in Steve's possession at the moment, so.
And now, for whatever it's worth, I went to get an absentee ballot, and I can't get one until you guys post a warrant.
Okay.
So could you work with the town clerk and get that done so people can get absentee ballot?
I will have Anna email Steve tomorrow.
I've already talked to him, he's supposed to be doing, making sure the town warrant is up there no later than, Monday.
Okay, Anna said she spoke with him and he should have it up by Monday.
Okay.
Apologize, I have more information for you. Any other public input?
I got a question for our school board member. How is that study committee, subcommittee, going to be, what's going to be the composition of that committee?
We
Or
don't.
how's it going to be done?
We are working on that, and we'll be discussing it on Tuesday night, and that formulation of that committee will not be done till after the March 14th vote. So we will reconvene to reorganize, I believe it's March 28th. So at that meeting, that's where the selection of board members will take their subcommittees, and that is one of the subcommittees that will be obviously formulated as well. So I would assume we will have a good idea possibly Tuesday night, this coming Tuesday, because it is on the agenda, we've kept it on the agenda. We're taking input, we have heard from Mike, we have heard from other selectmen, in regards to that, and our residents.
As long as there's representation.
It's gonna be fair across the board. It's gonna be fair across the
delicate
administration.
I've been involved with that for a long time.
Well, as a matter of fact, I reviewed a lot of history today with Deb Ford with you.
Right.
You know, so I know you've been involved in this since the
Right.
early 80s, so.
And I spoke with Russell Lester, he was on it too, when we
Yes, he was.
did things back in 1985.
Yep.
Now, looks like we have to look at it.
No, and it does,
The
you know, that's
delicate
the
formula
conversations.
in towns will be in each other's throats, unfortunately.
No, we don't want that. That's why we're trying to get as much conversation
Right.
going on pre-organization, so everyone will understand.
Is this a school board meeting Tuesday then?
Yes, it is.
Okay,
And it will be our last board meeting before the vote. So,
and that's open to the public?
at the high school, in the lower level, in the Center for Personalized Learning, which means you park in the lower parking lot and you can walk up the stairwell and come in at the lower entrance, particularly underneath the auditorium, basically.
What time does that start?
6.
6? Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And I do have a copy of the revised warrant in regards to Articles 9 and 10, if anyone wants one tonight, because those were changed.
Okay, thank you.
Larry, one more question?
Yep.
Mike, you said something about a grant for Providence Road. What are you referring to?
Okay, the grant for Providence Road would be for the culvert. We cannot reapply for that grant until March. Paul Hatch will get in touch with me, or whoever is on the select person at that time, and submit the grant, and it will be a grant writer taking care of all grants for the town. And I'm checking into the college, because they have a grant writing course there. So, I mean, we'll be helping a student, they'll have a supervisor there that's helping them through it, and it will cost us very little money.
So this is besides the state
bridge aid?
I'm not even including that yet. I do know that Steve said something about setting up a meeting with Nancy. It would be better for her for people to meet down in Concord. And they will help us in any way that they possibly can. So, I mean, the last grant we didn't get. So we didn't get the money from the state. You know, if we would have got the $70,000 plus the money from the DOT, the town would have had to put in approximately $4,000.
Okay.
I believe the cost of that, just an estimation, was right around $92,000, $93,000.
Yeah, because when we were thinking we were going to get 70,000,
Right.
which didn't materialize.
Right.
And I figured we had to have a gross cost on that bridge. So I just started putting my math bills together, and I figured the cost had to be around $93,000. And then we get that grant, and we show something, then Nancy Mayville will meet with us, the board, and then she can give us about 80% of the difference.
Yeah.
And then we'd have to come up with about around $4,000, a little over $4,000.
Okay,
We
so
have
it's
to do the
gonna
first
be,
bridge, we have to do that first bridge before we do the other one.
so it's gonna be emergency management, grant for 70, that's what you're applying for.
Right.
And then the state will pick up 80% of the balance.
Once we apply for that, yeah.
Okay,
And
that's good.
I believe they may be applied for at the same time. I'm not 100% on that.
Good.
But
That's
then, before we do any work, we have to get a surveyor to survey part of this road for any backhoe or whatever digs in that ground.
Can you include that in the emergency management grant?
I'm gonna have to ask that question, but I'm quite sure we can.
Mm-hmm. Might want to consider that.
And I thought about, if my guys could help out as much as possible.
Well, consider the survey part of the grant,
Right.
and you're gonna have to include the DES permit,
Right.
so you may want to put it all together.
Okay. Thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
Any other questions or any other input? Okay, we have a crystal permit to review and intent to review.
Yep.
Quick question, if you don't mind, if you don't mind, the crystal permit, wasn't there just a law passed?
Yeah.
Yes, it was going to immediately affected as of when the governor signed it yesterday.
So I don't know when it goes into effect. When does it go into effect?
Immediately. Once he signed that paper.
That was-
Can you just nicely tell the president how to pay the dollars and they can
So,
carry it?
'cause they turned that in prior to all
Yeah.
of that, so that was already in the folder, so I didn't. That
But
was
you
good news.
say the nicely
So we should-
$10, otherwise.
So we should hold off on that.
I would until we actually get an email or something. I'll get on to check on that possibly tomorrow.
Yeah.
Of the bill that was passed.
Yeah.
For us at the office.
Okay.
So.
Okay, so we will pass over the crystal permit tonight. We'll review the intent to sign them.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Do you have that on to look at? And,
It's right there in the slide folder.
okay.
There it is.
Hey, Evan?
Yep.
Is this the, on Bickford Woods Road, this must be the one you were talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got 3 house lots there that they're gonna be just thinning out and putting a view cut in, he said.
Okay, thank you. events, I'd like to remind everybody that Town of Dorchester and D Acres are hosting a community dinner and dance this coming Saturday, February 25th. Potluck dinner starts at 5:30 p.m. and the dance is with the old Sam Peabody Band at 7 o'clock. Anybody know what the price is?
D Acres will be paying $200 in the town.
No, I mean, to get in.
Oh, it's free.
It's free? Okay. No cost.
From my understanding, it's free from what Josh said.
Okay.
It's a way to try to pull towns, people together and mingle.
Okay. Well, I'd like to thank everybody for coming tonight. Oh, okay.
For your appointments in April, can you appoint somebody to take care of New Hampshire 911 and the representative to New Hampshire 911 and New Hampshire Fairpoint 911? I'm not going to do that anymore. And my wife is the backup, so you're going to need 2 people.
Do you have anyone in mind?
Do I?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. We'll
It
put
might not
that.
be a bad idea to bring it to the town secretary, because they can call it during the day.
Okay.
I just got a call today, that's what reminded me.
Okay.
Okay.
The backup should be somebody that wants to go over the 911 map.
Okay.
They have to be computer literate.
That's signed. That's good.
Okay. Any other questions before I adjourn? Okay, I make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you for coming, everybody.
Hey, you got through that.